that beauty is not just about your looks, it's about embracing your own uniqueness. Welcome to another exciting episode of Eating Beauty, where we talk about lifestyle, hairstyles, and all things trending. I'm Agumbi Alice. Let's meet up with the girls at the salon for today's hot topics. We move.
What you they do for that hair?
Trust me with their fixing now. Signature salon or nothing now.
Make another record.
Don't mind that, Jerry. I was the one who told her to let me give the hair some finishing. Welcome to salon where we anatomize lifestyles, hairstyles, and interesting stories. I'm your host Alice, and with me are other beautiful and gorgeous ladies. Hi guys.
Hi.
Let's do this together today. So join us on this journey of discovery enveloped with creativity and passion as we would be dwelling into trending discussions. But before we delve into the discussions, stay tuned. We'll be right back. Martin Luther once said that hairstyles is one of the ornaments of women. So people change their hairstyles to change their look. On today's segment of hairstyles review, we'll be reviewing two hairstyles. So ladies, let's take a look at the first picture. What do you feel about the hairstyle? Is it giving or not?
It's not given at all.
Okay, I promise we didn't plan this.
Oh, it's giving, right?
Yes.
Thank you, Jerry. Pardon me. Always giving.
Well, I do not like Kiko because of the pain, and I'm always going to be a less pain kind of girl. So if I want to make myself beautiful, please less pain. Nah.
But you know, Yoruba will say, "Ntoba
I'm shaking.
Beauty
is pain.
My darling is not this type of
Beauty
pain.
is
I
pain.
think the only thing that will make me do Kiko is to elongate my hair, to make my hair, to stretch my hair. Any other reason?
Well, that's an advantage, and
That is why I said yes.
But you
That
don't want
is
to
why
stretch
I
your hair
said
all the time.
that is the only reason why I will do Kiko. Left for me, I will not even opt for it at all. So it's not given. Please.
Okay, so for me, as a typical African lady, that style is actually given for me, like over giving, because it's kind of portraying my cultural heritage. It's making people know that I am proud of who I am. I am proud of being.
You're not proud.
Countries, I'm sure they have their own styles. So why wouldn't I be proud of my own?
Why are you afraid?
It's always the thing, and that is why it's advisable to always apply all this, oil at least once in a day to suppress the pain you get.
You know what? Next
So it's
time
actually
we do
okay.
Kiko.
I actually make Kiko because it stretches my hair.
When you
and
were small, we didn't do Kiko.
Yeah.
Indeed, of course.
We didn't have a choice.
I never have a
That is
choice.
one of our childhood styles. So it's giving, my darling. It is always giving. And imagine people in different beautiful colors. And you can style it in a different whichever way that you want.
How many times have you done Kiko this year?
At least 2 times.
Are you sure?
So I'm not going to Kiko this year, but at least I did
Imagine.
love. There's something called butterfly love. It's more like Kiko, the way they treat
But it's
I feel like the reason you guys are criticizing Kiko is because we survived the pain when we were younger.
So we can
Still survive the pain. And I think there is a way that your stylist can actually infuse the modern looks and style to your Kiko. Like to make it look more attractive. And it depends on the person that is actually plaiting the hair. There are some people that Kiko or not, the hair will be painful. And there are some people that Kiko or not, the hair will be less painful. So the pain is also very, and there is also a part of you having a soft scalp. If your scalp is very soft, don't do Kiko at all.
Thank you,
best
Oga.
The only reason
But
why
whatever your scalp is a strong one, like a really African
I don't mind.
I don't like you. You're actually attacking me.
It's not.
that is all for the beautifully painful Kiko. Now let's review the second picture. Let's check the picture. What do we think about it? Is it given or not?
It is given, it is given.
Be like, it's only me that is not doing
Yes. That's not from you.
Three against one. How about you? My sister.
Why is that hairstyle not given to you?
Oh well, I don't know. I don't like baby hairs, right? I feel like there are ways you could style your frontals without bringing out those baby. Everybody's doing baby hair, and it's giving local. No, I do not want. Let us have that straight, and they are very classy. You need to take a look at frontals that frontals that do not have this baby. Some of them cover their face.
But this one is not too much. This one is actually very simple. It's very light.
No,
It's
no,
not
no, it's not
too much.
simple. It's not simple. In as much as this hair is given, there is a comma.
Okay.
The baby coil is kind of
Too forward.
Too forward.
Exactly. And
But
it's
then-
fake.
But then I'm opposing you. Because baby hair, there is kind of look baby hair gives. All in all, so we use our natural hair to do baby hair. So why can't we use, the frontals, normal frontals that we use to do baby hair? So it depends on the person that does it for you. So my sister, I don't know.
And also, Roshda, I think it shouldn't just be about the baby hair this time around. It should be about the hair itself.
So,
What Kachi said, there's a way you can actually style your baby hair that will make it visually appealing to people. You get, so it depends on your stylist. And there are some people they don't really know how to do this baby hair thing.
thank you.
So you have to do it properly in a way that makes it look very good. So for me,
Yes.
it is given because it makes me look
Rich.
classy, rich, and
Young.
yeah, very
Rich and
young. But there's this mentality people have that anybody who does frontal like that, they are exceptionally rich.
Even though they are
So I think that people that make it straight, they look more classy than people that do that baby hair that covers their face, giving local.
What's
Then
it?
it's
Baby
giving
hair is
all
color.
these Yahoo boys.
But yeah,
I like the coily part of the hair, the down
Okay,
side.
okay.
It's coily, it's fine. But like I would prefer that it's straight. The frontals are straight and then there are
And
cute. Yes,
I think it's that's right like that. I think I prefer the way it is exact. The exact
All the
picture,
same.
exactly.
The
So
hair
it's lovely that way. It's beautiful that way.
The hair is
So I
given.
But
think
to me, I feel like the baby coils, and there is another coil here. I think the baby coil is making the hair look natural, like it's your hair.
it's
That
your
is
hair.
the reason for installations of frontals. Like we are assuming that it's the person's
your hair.
hair. So without those coils, it will, when you naturally plait your hair, you tend to bring out your coils. So when you install frontal on your hair, so bringing out those baby coils will make it look more natural. But there is also a part of checking the professionalism of your
The person.
hairstylist.
Thank
you.
So I love how bring your
and there's this stuff people do now that they bring your hair, like your natural hair, they overlay it on your kind of woman hair, like they attach it.
Yeah.
So people think it's your real
Real
hair.
hair, because it
Yeah.
looks natural.
But sometimes it doesn't.
The hair is given.
just
Confess. Just tell us that it is not your thing.
okay. Well, just imagine them bringing out those baby coils and you place a gele on it. The air will not be. It's the coils that
To
it will
be
give
very
you this
beautiful.
rich anti-vibes.
Okay, there's that.
Eh.
That is giving, right? You put it.
Adequate.
Okay, that's the only part where it's giving, but
You've heard from the ladies their views about the hairstyles. What's your opinion about the hairstyles? Let's continue this conversation on our social media handles, and we are anticipating sponsorship for this segment. More just ahead. We'll be right back. Thank you so much for all the massive feedbacks on our social media platforms. One of the comments that got my attention that we will be reviewing today is show off. So showing off is when a celebrity posts to have an achievement that they don't, or probably posting to oppress people. And for the Gen Z's generation, they also want that looking at them as a role model.
We have different personality though, you know. Some people like to keep their things private and some people like to show off their thing. But for me, I don't like showing off online because I feel like everybody knows it. So what's the essence of calling it a private thing or calling it a personal thing? It has advantages and it also has disadvantages. It's like if you have a problem, like this quote, it says a problem shared is a problem solved. You can share it online, then people will solve. People come with different opinion, so it helps. But there are some it doesn't. It's my like let's just say it leads you to a way that if you listen to people online, most social media thing, it leads people astray most times.
I made a continue now. You fake it till you make it. Well, it's not actually a good thing. Like you should just be real with yourself. Someone that like you for who you are. People who like you for who you are. Be real with yourself. That's it. I actually have advantage. Maybe they get more business or more views, so that I can get more business. So, but disadvantages are more. Like some people think you have some certain things, and the place you won't even say helper self. Your helper might think you have more than him. So that's it. That's the only disadvantage I can actually state.
Surely, showing off on social media, it's not something I would back up or something I would advise you to do because it surely has its own downsides. People think the advantage is that you don't let the enemies or quote unquote the people that are against you know when things are hard for you. But the bad part is you give people this false idea of success where if they try to follow your footsteps and wondering why it is not working, when they follow through and wonder and see that it did not work, then there's a problem. They think that it's from them, not knowing that you are doing something differently. You are showcasing what you do not have. And another thing with this social media is, with this fake life on social media is, people get so engrossed in it that they forget that they have loans. They sometimes borrow loans. It seems very beneficial for now, but later on those loans pile up and you see them crumbling in debt. So they keep on crumbling in debt. And another aspect is you let the enemies think you are. It's quite counterintuitive. If you let the enemy think you have, like a story I heard before, a woman got robbed because of what she posted on social media. In the ending, when they came to rob her, she didn't have it and she ended up getting killed. But they did not know that she did not have it, but they saw it on social media. So that's just my take on it. It is not advisable. Normally, you should not even post, for me, you should not post more on your private life on social media because they can't get into your life if you don't show them. You have to give them an entrance for them to get into your life.
So what do you feel about showing off?
Okay, so I think showing up, we should not just kind of limit it to just our celebrities alone. Because even normal individuals that go about their daily activities actually show off in one way or the other. For instance, you can actually get a new laptop, probably an Apple laptop, and you kind of place it on your table, but you're actually placing it in the way that you want people to actually see that logo on it. So that way you are showing off. So for me, showing off is not the best because you're actually trying to let people know that yes, I possess this thing. You don't necessarily have to let people know that you are in charge of this thing. You don't necessarily have to let them know that I possess this thing for them to be able to see it. If you are true to yourself, people will actually see that value in you. They will see those things that you possess and they will appreciate you for that fact. But for the fact that you're actually showing up will make you lose your dignity, make you lose your respect with those kind of people. Because they'll be like, this person is proud. I don't want to associate myself with this kind of person. And me associating myself with this kind of person kind of brings this pressure on me. And that is where peer pressure sets in. When your mate or your friend is doing something, probably because the person is showing off, you get, and you also want to be like that person. So it's kind of make you do things that you are not meant to.
It's because you want to do that thing.
No.
You want to say and like when you exhibit wickedness and you claimed that you were taught, it's because you have the seeds of wickedness
inside of you, right? And then so see, in as much as everybody, in as much as the general belief about showing off is usually negative, we shouldn't ignore the fact that it has other advantages. For example, now when you let people know what you're capable of, what you own, that alone it attracts respect. Although I'm not saying that some people will not still criticize you that I'm this person. Some people will even criticize you out of jealousy. It's not because you're showing them, because they cannot afford what you can afford. You get another thing, when people see what you have, what you're able to possess, there will be some deals that, like, naturally they know that this person is capable, this person can afford this thing, this person is qualified. Do you understand? So in as much as everybody, so people feels like, okay, showing off is negative, my sister, it has other positive aspects.
Okay, I think for what you said, it's very, very different for you to actually tell people about your accomplishment or your achievement. No, it's quite different from telling people or trying to make them see the, should I say the essence?
There's a difference between posting and showing off. You can decide to post your achievement without making people look bad or making it look like you're pretending. You can post your achievement, post this is what I do, this is how I do it. And then also a difference. No, that's not showing off. So for showing off, you're trying to like make people feel like, oh, you cannot do this. No, you don't. I buy a necklace now and I put it on. I'm posting. I'm showing people, okay, I have this necklace. But then I start to put the price tag. Oh, I got this necklace 5 billion, 5 naira, 10 billion. Can you trying to make people feel like, oh, you're the best person, or you're the one that have the richest.
No. Sometimes when we celebrate our achievements, when we celebrate our success, I don't know why people say that show off. I mean, people see it as a bad thing. I'm also showing off that, okay, me said I don't try that. I want to put the price. So even I can actually inspire people. I can actually get people to even do better so they can
document or post your process. That way you're inspiring people. But when you're showing off, it's quite different.
No, I'm not showing. No. It's not the same thing. I'm saying the same thing because I'm trying to balance it up. Because I'm celebrating my success and I'm celebrating my achievements.
What you're able to achieve.
Like I said, I got an ice chain. I should not hide it like this. No. I mean, my laptop, I should just feel okay.
You can post it.
I think you're actually giving excuses for those that are actually showing up. Why did I say that? We are humans. There are some ways, like if you want to post on social media, if you're into social media management, there are actually reasons why you post. It's easier for information to educate people or to entertain people. So if you want to post, I'm sure there's actually a mentality you have, or there's actually an idea in your head already that you want people to like see.
Yeah.
So, and as humans, when you do something or when you talk about something, there's a signal it sends to the other party. And you who created that post know the reason why you're creating that post. And you know the signal you want to send to the other party. So for people that are showing up, please don't make excuses for them. No, that's not the reason. Why? Is it necessary?
There are ways to which you can also create engagement on your post without showing up. I mean, you guys, if you offer your there are people like
sometimes when you show off a brand, you get more deals.
Yes.
You get more deals.
Actually, she said something about the message you're passing across to the receiver. The interpretation of the receiver depends on the receiver. It depends on the interpretation of the receiver. You might not intend your post to even show up, and someone else will interpret it as showing up. And you send out your message for not showing up, and so it depends on the receiver to interpret whatever you're sending to them. So I believe that when you show people what you can do, I think that will make them to give you things. You don't hide your potentials.
Exactly.
You don't hide.
So I'm saying show people, not show off.
Okay,
Listen, you can argument your process.
How would you?
Do not.
Okay, how would you know the tone of, you know,
showing
like what I said earlier, when you want to show off, there's a clear difference between showing off the things you have and also letting people know that you've accomplished so and so thing. You get? So when you're actually posting those things, let people know that okay, I got this, or let people know that I have achieved this, instead of making them feel less of themselves. And there's something about people who show off. They're actually pretending and they're actually doing that with this conscious state of mind. You get? When you're actually posting something intentionally to make other people know that yes, I accomplished this thing.
Thank you so much, guys. It has been an heated topic here on showing off. So, guys, it's best for you to show off in a way that your message will be interpreted by your receiver the right way, rather than showing off in a way that it will look like an oppression to them. Thank you, ladies. Thank you so much. Thank you, Kende. Thank you, Kachi. Thank you so much for making this discussion interesting. So, guys, let's continue this conversation on our social media platforms. We love you. Bye, guys.
Bye.